Hello and welcome to another video introducing you to the features of the Gamepad Navigator. Check out the introduction video linked in the description if you need more background on what the Gamepad Navigator is or does. In this video I will take you through navigating within or controlling a single page. On the bottom of the screen you can see an on-screen representation of my gamepad, which will highlight buttons and move sticks to show you what I'm doing. By default, the left and right bumpers are configured to move between focusable elements. A focusable element is generally something you can click on, like a link or button. We can usually tell what is focused because the styles of the focused element are different. We're currently focused on the Wikipedia logo, which is outlined in blue. Pressing the right bumper moves focus to the next element, which is the search form. Watch the blue outline move as I hit the right bumper a couple more times. If I hit the left bumper, I move in the opposite direction to the previous focusable element. I'm now back on the Wikipedia logo. Up to now, I've clicked the bumpers and let them go to move forward or backward one element at a time. If I keep holding the right bumper, it will continue to navigate every half a second. This is configurable in the settings page. I can do the same thing in the other direction. And let me show you what happens if I navigate from the first link on the page and keep going backwards. Then I wrap around to the end of the page and the browser scrolls all the way to the bottom. If I'm already at the bottom, you can see I'm moving between the logos there. If I use the right bumper to move to the next element, it wraps again to the top. And this is a good time to talk about sites like Wikipedia that have a first focusable link that's not normally displayed, but that shows up when you focus on it. This lets you jump to content and skip the menu at the top, including the login and account buttons, the search, and the table of contents on the left. So if I click this link using the click button, which is the bottom button in the right-hand cluster, you can see I jump to the main body of the article, and I can continue navigating from there. So, we've covered the bumpers and the click button. Now let's talk about other ways to get around in the document. We have a scroll, which is bound to the left thumbstick. Here I am scrolling down and up. If I scroll as far as is allowed, the controller will vibrate to let me know that it can't go any further. So we just clicked on that jump to content link. There's many other things you can do by clicking, which we're not going to cover here. For more information on that, check out our video on operating interactive elements, where we'll cover search forms and the like. So we've covered the bumpers, the left thumbstick, and the click button. Now let's talk about one of the most important tools added in the new version, the Action Launcher. The Action Launcher is bound to the Start button by default, which opens it. This is one of a handful of dialogues used by the Gamepad Launcher and gives us a list of actions to choose from. Let's first talk about how we navigate within the dialogue. By default, the D-pad is used to navigate between the choices in the dialogue. Here I am using the left and right arrows to navigate, and here I am using the up and down arrows to navigate. The bumpers move between the choices and the controls. You can see my focus is now on the cancel button, and now my focus is back on the list of choices. If I click the cancel button, it will close the dialogue. I'm going to open the dialogue again and show you another way. If you were using a keyboard, you could hit escape to close this dialogue. The right-hand button in the right-hand cluster of buttons is configured to simulate an escape. So if you press that button, it will also close the dialogue. So let's go back and actually use the dialogue. I am going to show you the zoom functions. I'm scrolling with the arrows. Let's use the zoom in function, again with the click button. Okay, and now let's try it again and use the zoom out button. And the last action I'll show you in this video is reloading, which you might want to do if you've got a search form and you don't like what's entered there, or if you want to start again, or if you are getting new information about the weather for today. So if I click that, it reloads the tab. What I wanted to show you, my focus is preserved. This is something the browser tries to do for you and something we also support with the Gamepad Navigator. So that concludes our walkthrough of navigating within a page. For more examples of using the Action Launcher, check out our video on navigating between pages. Most of the things we discussed in this video are things you can configure. For more information, check out the video on configuring the Gamepad Navigator.